fine, thank you. Good to see you.
Quickly, let's get your take on the insecurity or reports insecurity challenges across the country.
Well, I think
as well as we're back to the calls the president should rejig security architecture of the country.
I absolutely think there is nothing wrong with doing that. Right now, I had always been an advocate of no need to rejigging the security apparatus, no need to reassembling them, no need to change them. Let me use a direct word. But this time around, I am also advocating for that because the situation has gone to the level where I think there's need for them to even on their own decide that, okay, it is time to throw in the towel and allow others to do. I will tell you something. As I speak to you right now, about 10 sets behind the present service chiefs have been retired. One after the other, not being retired because they are being retired out of vindication. No, they are being retired because it is time for them to leave the job. About 9 to 10 sets. So the ones that are directly reporting to the present service chiefs are about 11 sets their junior. So what do you think that kind of person will tell that the service chiefs? It's just like you are asking a professor, an undergraduate, to advise a professor. What does he know? What can he tell the professor? So these service chiefs are just like professors right now as I speak to you. Looking at the military hierarchy, they are just like professors. And the next set of generals, major generals that are now working with them are like compared to their own, to their set, they are just like an undergraduate. So you tell me where is the cohesion, where is the link? You see, there's no link. So those ones, these other generals are just a yes sir, yes sir, yes sir man. They can't say nothing. Because what will you tell someone that is about, 10 years or 5 years or 7 years your senior as far as Osaka is concerned? You have nothing to tell him. What do you know to even tell him? You don't even know anything. He will tell you this is this or this is that. So even if you know, you are afraid to come up to tell him that I think this is not right, this is wrong. He will tell you who said so, who told you that. You can't even dream of saying it because the military is a disciplined organization. So for that reason, I think even if the president didn't really want to allow them go, I think they should be fair to themselves and be fair to even their juniors, and then decide that, okay, we've done our best. Actually, whether anybody likes it or not, they've done the best they can do as far as their best is concerned. And then, but then the president, like I met my friend saying, the president himself said that your best was not good enough. So since they've done their best and they know that they put in their best, and the president is saying that their best is not good enough, then the best they can do for their own self is just to quietly agree within them that, okay, let us give others chance, let them come and put in, since it is a country, which is Nigeria, it belongs to all of us, and then let others come, or let other Nigerians also come and try their hands. They may even wish to recommend to the president, okay, we think if you we want to give to those person, or the president might decide to invite them for a meeting, and as they come, he said, okay, gentlemen, I want to appreciate what you did. Thank you very, very much. You've done your very best. Even though I have once said your best is not good enough, but at this juncture, I'm appreciating you. Please, as you are going back, hand over to the next more senior. He doesn't want to know who is the next more senior. He's not the one that is going to say, hand it over to so person. Just said, as you are going back, hand over to the next more senior. So the issue of either sectionalism or tribalism or religious fanaticism or anything will not just come in, because what he will say is hand over to the next Monsignor. He doesn't even know who is the next Monsignor, and the next Monsignor is in the chain of the job. So whoever happens to be the next Monsignor, even if the next Monsignors of the trial service belong to the same state, it doesn't matter. They are the next Monsignor. Hand over to them. It is Nigeria, it is our country. Let the country move forward. I think at this juncture there's nothing wrong if that's kind of thing happen, because it is persistent. The same people you call for a meeting, the same people come to tell you the same thing, the same people you give directives to go and change things, the same situation repeat itself. When the next meeting comes, the same people come, they tell you the same thing, you tell them the same thing. It continues like that. For how long are we going to be doing this? I think it will be fair. Not the president seems to love them so much that he doesn't want to ask them to go, but I'm sure they love this country very well themselves, so they may decide for the sake of the country, since everybody is crying change, change, change. I think in the last 2 years there has always been the clamor, change them, change them, change them. And I saw a reason then that there was no need to change them. And I keep on clamoring, no, they shouldn't be changed, they shouldn't be changed, up till this moment that I am also beginning to think that, yes, since the Christ is too much, the call is everywhere, everybody is calling. They have nothing to lose. They have put in their best. They have done the best they can do. They have, whether you like it or not, their name is going to be written in the history of Nigeria, most especially the Nigerian Armed Forces, as the longest service chiefs in the history. And I don't think in the next 100 years there will be anybody that will want to give that opportunity to anybody. So they have already written their names in gold. And then they will go home with their head high and their shoulders high, proudly saying that they were the longest service chiefs in the history of this country. I think